This week on Hobie Outdoor Adventures, we're in Vinkenveen Plassen, Netherlands, for our continuing coverage of the 2014 Hobie Fishing World Championship, presented by Rhino Rack. Now, anglers from 20 nations compete in the prestigious kayak fishing tournament, targeting the predatory pike, perch, and the elusive zander. Find out who'll take the title of the Hobie Fishing World Champion. Welcome to Hobie Outdoor Adventures. Each week, we'll take the Hobies and peruse the country in search of adventure, fun, and fish. Whether we're drifting a stream, dissecting a lake, or covering an ocean, we'll show you the tips and tactics to make your next trip successful. Come with us, set your sail, and discover what life in a Hobie is all about. This is Hobie Outdoor Adventures. Welcome to Hobie Outdoor Adventures and the coverage of the 4th Annual Hobie Fishing World Championship presented by Rhino Rack. We're just 20 kilometers south of Amsterdam on the bank of Vinkenveen Plassen, Netherlands. And last week, 47 top international kayak anglers got a chance to explore the body of water on Lorentz Navigation Day and test their fishing skills on Daiwa Pre-Fish Day. Well, today's the first of 3 days of competition.
And we have anglers fishing out of the all-new 2015 Mirage Pro Angler 12. This thing is kitted out for fishing. It's got a Ram camera mount on the front, a Lowrance Elite 4 HDI fish finder, which is going to come in handy when those anglers are measuring depths looking for fish. As always, it's got the Hobie Mirage Drive pedal system, which is how the anglers are getting around this great waterway, and comfortable seating like the Vantage seat. On the back of the boat, there's an H-crate, which has been used for storing tackle and mounting certain accessories to it, just like this Yak Attack measuring board. On the back of the boat, we have the PowerPole micro anchor. It's a shallow water anchor that a lot of these anglers are using to hold themselves in the wind, along with a couple of other sponsors like Daiwa and Rhino Rack. We have a lot of anglers out on the water. It's going to be an exciting day, and I can't wait to see how this event turns out.
The plan is to wait for a little bit more light and then go up north. Yeah, try to catch some fish on the shallow and deep areas. And hopefully everybody will catch some big fish.
Are you ready? Yeah! Power poles up.
Now let's start day one coverage with Johnson Lee from Singapore.
Now I think the perch is done, the pike is done. One down, so next I'll go for perch. It's small, it's all over the place, but I just wouldn't want to take a bait. You can see the perch, but the big one is well trained already. Just try my best. I never seen a zander. Yesterday I caught a perch. So maybe nice I can land one zander.
Picked up a couple of small perch early on and then hooked into what turned out to be a nice pike. I was hoping it was a zander, but I'm not complaining. It was a good pike. So yeah, really happy with that. Had a bit of a fight with it. Struggling with the gear a little bit. It took a really nice chunk out of my finger, but it's good. It's all part of the sport. The location, yeah, it's important, but it's the atmosphere of everyone coming together. The whole event building up. And that's what makes it special for me. It's the first time I've used the 4 HDI. There's a lot of information available. It is a relatively small screen, but the clarity is good. You can get it up close to you. And it's nice to be able to split the modes, be able to be looking at broadband down imaging at the same time, or just have the map running on top. Yeah, good piece of kit.
Widespread rain pelted down occasionally during the day. Consistent winds blew at around 35 kilometers per hour and forced many anglers to fish in protected canals. away from the rough open water on the southern side of the lakes. Now it looks like it's time for the anglers to check in. Let's see how the rest of the field did.
I didn't do good today. No?
Did anybody else do good today?
Johnson did well, but not me. I've got a small perch and it's undersized. That's all I had. I think I'm going to follow Johnson wherever he go, basically. I was that excited. I couldn't pedal the Mirage Drive because my legs were shaking. And then Richard came over and said, pedal. I said, I can't.
Better than I was expecting. Yeah, got a nice pike, about 95, and a few legal perch, and the last one was a good upgrade.
And here's the top 10 on the Lowrance leaderboard after the first day of the 2014 Hobie Fishing World Championship, presented by Rhino Rack.
We've just completed day one, Hobie Fishing Worlds. The anglers had a tough day today. A little bit of weather, rain, wind, cool temperatures, and the fish were finicky. The zander never showed up. We're fixing to grab a hot meal upstairs, go over the day for tomorrow, and we'll be back at 7:30 in the morning for tomorrow's launch. Stay tuned at Hobie Outdoor Adventures.
This episode of Hobie Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by Rhino Rack, the world's most useful roof racks. Power Pole Micro Anchor, swift, silent, secure, and small. Lowrance HDS Gen 3, for anglers who want it all. And by AFTCO, American Fishing Tackle Company. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures and the full coverage of the 2014 Hobie Fishing World Championship presented by Rhino Rack. Well, the weather conditions improved slightly with a drop in wind velocity and it troubled anglers yesterday in the open water on the southern sides of the lakes.
Well, I found big perch yesterday, so I know where those are. I didn't find any pike where it was yesterday, so I know where to go for a pike. I'm looking for a big pike, and then I'm going probably after that to look for those big perch.
After attending the Worlds last year in Australia, and everybody was quite separated as far as their location and the centralised areas. Just the atmosphere here has been absolutely brilliant, and everybody's really top class. And it's beyond measure, really. It's been great.
The rain that had been present at times yesterday and overnight stayed away from the tournament arena. Patches of open blue sky are visible for the first time, and the temperature remained reasonably mild. We begin the coverage of Day 2 with Richard Somerton from Australia, the leader from Day 1.
Catching fish isn't a problem. Catching size fish seems to be the problem, so I'm sitting on this bit of a ledge here. The sand is, you can't see it, but it's pretty much blacked out with fish. They're not hitting, I was quite aggressive earlier on with my retrieves. They're not hitting that anymore. I'm going a little bit more subtle and just picked up a fish then. So I have to start to work in a minute. I might have just changed to a different lure and different colour.
Too small.
Size?
It's legal, but
Well
no,
done.
it's only 27.
That'll do.
I didn't get one yesterday. It's my first legal perch, I think, since I've been here. Probably the second, but first during a comp, so hopefully now I can just get either an upgrade or a pike and a mystery zander that apparently exists in these waters.
It's not my home water. Everybody thinks it's a local guy, they know everything about the water, but normally I never fish in this lake. But it's a nice area to fish in. Lots of different depths and structure. 29, almost 30. So yeah, I have to go for the zander now.
Never been to Amsterdam before, never been out of the country. This is really an experience of a lifetime. Catching a bunch of species I've never caught before, getting to meet a totally different culture. Everybody here is so cool, meeting people from around the world. To say that you competed in the World Championship of kayak fishing it's a huge honor. Whether you place top 5 or first or not, just to say that you did it is like, that's something you want to grow old and tell your wife and tell your kids and stories. I don't know, it makes me feel really good.
Zander is one of my favorite species. I caught several hundred, so I mean, they are not easy to catch, especially not here. Mainly
Three different things. The one is that the water is so extremely clear. The second is that the temperature is extremely high for this clear water. And the third thing is it's daylight. It's more nighttime fish to catch. So really, if you start just as it starts getting dark and through the night, that's the best period to really catch standers, because then they come up to feed.
Get a pike early. Everyone's getting pike in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If I could manage that and get the opportunity to concentrate on perch and maybe zander as the day progresses, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, got to get a pike, so it's as long as it takes. I don't know.
Well, I think there's been some change in the results. Some of the anglers that were successful yesterday haven't been as successful today, and some that didn't catch fish yesterday have caught some nice fish. So the third day will be quite interesting.
Oh man, I'm so excited to be in first place. A lot of pressure though. I can still blow it. Hopefully this weather pattern is the same, and the bright sky moved my fish on me, and hopefully they're there tomorrow.
Despite Steve Lessard's comfortable lead, the final day of competition could see anything happen. Amazingly, 9 different nations are now represented in the top 10, on which is a testament to the strength, the quality, and diversity of international kayak fishing.
The biggest fish today, that is going to be a 101 centimeter pike to Daniel Vanderpost.
This year we're giving away one of our Rhino universal side loaders for the largest catch of the day. So I'm going to show you guys how simple it is to use and how to load a kayak. So if you'd like to try one of these units or purchase one, you see the versatility of it, visit rhinorack.com in the US. The product's available on Amazon, so come and see us.
Hobie Outdoor Adventures will be right back with a continuing coverage of the 2014 Hobie Fishing World Championship, presented by Rhino Rack. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures. We're on the lakes of Vinkenveen, just 20 minutes away from Amsterdam, Netherlands. As yesterday proved, things can change pretty substantially out there on the water. And with 110 centimeters separating the top 5, there's still good opportunity to move up the board.
Catch another pike, and hopefully a perch and a sander. So yeah, just go out there and fish effectively for 7.5 hours.
It's going to be sunny again, same pattern as yesterday, with a lot of wind, a lot more wind today. So we need to get on an early bite. If not, the rest of the day is going to be a really tough grind.
One of the crucial tools that help these anglers for fishing in today's conditions is the Power Pole Micro Anchor. Debuted in 2013's Hobie Fishing World Championship in Australia, the Power Pole Micro Anchor was an instant hit.
It literally was invaluable. The winner was on stage, said he could not have caught his fish without the micro anchor being on his kayak. The micro is designed to hold boats up to 1,500 pounds, including the boat motor and gear, and it will actually hold those boats in up to about a 30-knot wind. The units are powered up using a small 12-volt battery, so it's lightweight and it lasts all day. There's 2 different ways that the micro anchor comes standard with our dash control and also a 2-button wireless remote control. Both have an auto up, auto down feature. Simply double click the up or down, which can also be controlled through the app. It gives you the ability to further control the customization of how you want to use and deploy your anchor.
Now let's check in with Steve Lessard from the United States, the leader after day 2 of competition.
Woo! I caught me a pike! Look at that bad boy! I got me a pike on the last day. One of the hardest fish to catch. I'm so excited. Look at that fish. It's small, but that right there is solid. The eel? No, he did not eat that. Let me tell you what he really ate. My little tiny lure. I told you I had to switch tactics probably. And this little bait, smaller profile, worked. Let me get him back in the water.
I got a little pike. Not sure if it's gonna measure or not. It's really pikey. Yes! Measure. I'm gonna still go for pike and try to get upgrade my fish. 55 centimeters is not a good lead. I might try to go for pike or perch maybe the last 2 hours of the day.
There is some big sander here on the lake, but it's not easy to find them. I didn't score this fish because the minimum size for the competition has to be 42 centimeters. Totally I catch 3 sanders over the 3 days, all small sizes.
He caught a pike on his way back, just over the bridge, one cast, and just got it.
More coverage of the 4th Hobie Fishing World Championships presented by Rhino Rack when we come back. This episode of Hobie Outdoor Adventures has been brought to you by Daiwa, advancing the sport of fishing. Ram mounts, made in the USA, your best connection. Hobie Polarized, trusted, quality, heritage. And by St. Croix Rod, best rods on earth. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures and the full coverage of the 2014 Hobie Fishing World Championship, presented by Rhino Rack. All of the anglers are back after 3 days of competition, which at times was a tough grind in some challenging conditions. The main thing is that everyone got out there to enjoy their fishing, and each day positions in the top 10 were a really close-fought battle.
I swung for the fence today and I caught fish, but nothing of size to take out the American. So that's the way it goes. That's fishing.
Made a big run from the far north all the way to the south end of the South Lake and through and through and through and through. It looked like a tackle shop threw up in the bottom of my kayak, but I didn't figure them out. There's some guys that did, and it was pretty impressive to watch them their totals each day. So we'll see in a couple hours who takes it this year.
You know, we all come from different parts of our country, let alone our teammates, and let alone seeing everybody in the country. You know, talking to the guys last night, if they want to fly into the States, I got extra kayaks for them. You know, maybe I can put them on the stripers. You know, and likewise, maybe one time I'll be on vacation somewhere and I can hook up with one of the guys.
Having won a qualified tournament just over 2 weeks before the World Championship and limited in preparation time, third place Kevin Vardy from New South Wales, Australia, is mesmerized by his podium finish after having come from a long way back at 17th position overnight.
No, there's no way yesterday that I thought I'd make it to third place. I was in 17th position and I thought I was not within a chance at all. I would have been happy to finish in the top 10. Third is just, it's a dream.
Second place belongs to Kyle Moxon from Ontario, Canada. He landed 5 pikes and the total length of 274 centimeters.
Yeah, it feels really good. It's not a world championship, but I gave it my all, and this is where I ended up, and so that is what it is. I don't think anybody back home expected me to be where I am right now. A couple Canadians have tried at this level before, and it hasn't been too good. So I think a lot of people are really happy at home.
Well, the tournament has been fought and won. The trophy passed from one world champion to the next, and Steve Lassard from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, is our new Hobie Fishing World Champion.
I had 1 year to think about all the lures, all the techniques, everything that I was going to bring over here.
and just about everything I brought was wrong. Went to the local tackle shop here, and some of the local anglers fixed us up with a few different lures that we would try. That local knowledge did pay off. I was able to put it all together. Thanks Hobie and all the sponsors for putting this event on. It's fantastic. Can't believe I won. Thanks everybody working so hard to put this together.
And congratulations to Ian Harris from United Kingdom for winning the Sportsman Award. Ian will be invited back to next year's Hobie Fishing World Championship. Rhino Rack covers all the expenses. Well, congratulations to all international anglers who participated in this competition. Find out more about our next Hobie Fishing World Championship on our website, hobiefishing.com, and go to Hobie Facebook page to share your Hobie experiences and get connected with Hobie families around the world. Well, up next week, we're in Amsterdam for a special treat from our local host, Johan van Kooten. He'll take Morgan to go canal fishing in the heart of Amsterdam, Netherlands.
Wow.